Hello everyone. So today we are going to integrate our jetpack system together with the planet gravity system that we worked on previously. Now, as you can see here, now our character is floating in space. So as the character is a bit far away from the planet, currently it doesn't have the influence of the planet's gravity. So that's why we can just freely float without firing up the jetpack. But if I want, I can fire up the jetpack and move in whatever the direction as well. So jetpack is not necessary. And if I go closer to the planet, at the moment I have defined 130,000 units away from the planet center as the edge where the planet's gravity will start influencing the character. So now let me speed up the game a little bit and go closer to the planet. Right now we are now getting closer to the 130. So when I cross the distance from planet 130,000 kilometers, the character will start behaving under the gravity of the planet. That will happen soon. See, now we are falling into the planet's surface. If I want, I can start the jetpack and slow down. Now let me just land on the planet. So now as you can see, we are walking on the planet just like we walk on Earth, but we are not actually on a horizontal flat surface. We are in the surface of the planet, which is a spherical surface. So if I fire up the jetpack and start moving, I can still move around the planet. Let me speed up. So now we are going into the lighter side of the planet, and let me slow down. We can land and we will be still walking on the planet just like we are walking on a flat surface. So yeah, now if I go up and away from the planet far enough, same as before, the distance I have defined is 130,000 units, then I will again go back to the space and I will start floating. So I will no longer be under the influence of the planet's gravity. I am still under the influence of the gravity. So if I stop the jetpack, I will fall. 190, you can see in the top left corner my distance from the planet. 125, yeah, closer to escape the planet's gravity. Right, now we have escaped. So I can now stop the jetpack, but here I don't have implemented maybe some thrusters or anything to show the movement in space, but I can still move. So yeah, if I speed up and move away from the planet, you will start to see the planet's atmosphere as well, like that. Alright, so this is what we are going to work on today. Smoothly or seamlessly transition from space into the planet's gravity. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you, you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done in my channel. To the date, there are over 1700 videos, and for each video, you can get the project file once you become a member. Link is in the description below. Feel free to check it out. Alright, so here is my jetpack character. So what I have done here is I have integrated everything I did regarding the planet gravity system as of this last episode, which is this one, into the jetpack character. So now it properly works on the planet surface, and we can start the jetpack and move around as well. So these things are working fine now. But the only thing is, if I go out of the space, and at the moment I don't have an automated system to switch between planet gravity and no planet gravity mode. So here, if I just disable it, the character will still fall because I haven't implemented the default floating mode for the space. Now that's what we are going to get started with. Okay, so first let's implement a function to determine whether we should be under the influence of the planet gravity or we should be floating in space. So this section is only relevant when we are on the planet gravity. Therefore, let's collapse them into a function and let's call it check gravity field. Oh, why is it not? Check gravity field. Okay, now before we come to this part, here I'll check. We already have the planet center. So at the moment I am planning to work with only one planet, but later on we will be working with multiple planets as well. So in that case we will have to implement a method to update this, but for now let's just go with the predefined planet center. So from the planet center we can get distance to actor, and then if this is less than, let's add another variable. Let's call this gravity field radius. Okay, now if this is true, that means we are under the planet gravity. In that case, we should start running this timer to update the gravity, because we need to make sure our character is always aligned with the gravity direction. So in true path we can call this. Also, let me promote this to a variable. What should I call this? Gravity timer. And also we need to set our character's movement mode. Set movement mode to falling, because we are under the gravity. Okay, now if we run this function on a timer, because we will have to run this on a timer, as we are moving around the space, the distance from the character will be changing from the planet center to the character. So we should be able to dynamically change from the planet gravity into the floating in a space. So, but I don't want to start this timer again and again. Therefore, we can get this gravity timer and check is valid. And if this is valid, we should not start the timer again. And also, I forgot, we need to update set use planet gravity. Set this variable to true. We already have this, so we can use this to determine how the character should be moved, etc. If this is false, that would mean my character is floating, should go into floating mode. So here again I'll add another check. We should do this only if we are already under planet gravity. So we can set planet gravity to false, and also we can invalidate or clear this timer. Clear and invalidate timer by hand. And what else I need to do? Oh, movement mode. Set movement mode to flying, because we are floating in space. Okay, now let's see. So now actually we are only calling this once in the begin play, but actually we need to call this on a timer. So timer by function name. Function name should be this, check gravity failed. Time, let's say 5 seconds should be enough, and loop in. So I will still keep this because the first time it starts this timer would be after 5 seconds in the begin place. So I want to start running, I want to call this function once we start the game also, so I will keep both. Okay, now here the character is falling. Oh wait, did we assign a value here? No, it's 0. As I said, let's try 130,000. Okay, by default I'll keep this true, otherwise this will not be called in the first time. So where is the planet? Over there. Okay, right, now my character is floating. But the camera is not correct. Why? Okay, we detached the camera. Maybe we should do the detaching after this part. No, still not correct. Oh wait, actually I have a lot of things going on that I should change, because this aligned character is only working if the character is under planet gravity, right? And my camera is, regardless of the planet gravity, my camera is aligned with the planet center here, so that's why my camera is rotated compared to the character. Okay, so let's do something like this. I am using this calculation in multiple places, therefore I'll promote this to a variable. I'll call it up vector, and by default I'll leave it as Z1. So now the character is vertical, but if I am on the surface, now this would be wrong. See, it's wrong. So where else I am using this? In order to update the camera and also align character. The character alignment part also, I'll do it regardless of the planet gravity, and maybe this part should be done regardless of it is player or not, because for NPC characters also we need them to work under planet gravity. So here also, instead of this calculation, I'll use the up vector I just defined. Now this will still not work under the planet, see. So I'll define a separate function called, what should I call it, update up vector. Now if we are under the planet gravity, the up vector would be get actor location and then get planet center, unit direction vector from the planet center to the character location would be the up vector. If not, I'll say up vector would be just z1. So let's set vector like this. I don't want to directly set it here, because when we change from the planet gravity into the space, we need to see a smooth transition rather than just snapping the character's rotation. Therefore, I'll get the up vector and loop vector into how do we select it? Like this. Select vector. If we are under the planet gravity, this would be our up vector, otherwise global up vector. Set it here. Now this is how we update our up vector, and I'll update it here. Update up vector. Maybe it's not necessary to do this on the tick. Maybe it's better to have a separate timer, but let's just do it this way for now. Nope, still not working. Did I? Oh, sorry, alpha is 0. So let's do it like this. World delta seconds, so that it is frame rate independent, and this one, let's try 1. Right, now, yeah, now it's correct. But here you see it's smoothly transitioning even when I start from the land. Okay, so maybe we should set an initial value. In the begin play, yeah. Let me copy this and set up vector directly like this without any looping. So yeah, now it starts properly. And if I move away from the space into this space, yeah, still it works properly. Great. Now what if I press shift and it starts to falling down? That's because, let's fix that too. Where is it? Flying. Yeah, I think here the movement mode I set to falling when I disable the planet gravity. Sorry, when I disable the jetpack. this is the reason. Only if we are flying we turn off thrusters. So let's just discard that. Yeah, now we can start and stop, and we can still float. So if I move towards the planet, let me just print the distance so that I can see if I'm closer to the boundary. $225. Let me speed up. It's 130. Okay, 136, 132, 130, 200. Yeah, now we are falling onto the surface, and if I start the jetpack I can slow down and I can land and walk. If I want, I can go around the planet and I can move up as well. Let me slow down. Now we will be escaping the planet, so keep shift pressed. 129. Right, now we have exited the planet, so that's why we are now seeing the planet like this. But again, if I move closer to the planet, I will be again caught up in the gravity and fall down. Wait, let me go. Yeah, I fell down. Let me start from somewhere like this. Okay, now we are under the planet, but actually it doesn't matter in space. Let me go closer. 36, 34, 31. Right, now we are falling again onto the dark side of the planet. Great. Alright, but still we are walking on the planet like normal. Alright, so I think we can stop this episode right here. Next time I will work on integrating the spaceship that I developed into this planet gravity system, so we can land the spaceship on the planets, and also I will work on how to have multiple planets. Alright, thanks for watching. Updated project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And see you in the next episode. Goodbye.